How will Europe raise the money for its coronavirus recovery fund? One suggestion is to create new EU-wide taxes to pay for the €750 billion pot. The European Commission estimates that could raise around €30 billion per year. On the business side, the Commission also wants to collect some corporate taxes. Currently, member states do that, and the benefits go into their national pot. US tech giants could be targeted with a digital tax.
There's one big advantage of the digital tax. It can be implemented unilaterally by those member states which want to, without harming yourself, because the place of taxation is the place of consumption. While corporate taxation, classic corporate taxation, is taxing where production is happening, and therefore the digital tax is a good threat in order to make a wider corporate tax reform work.
In the green sphere, the suggestions are to target EU companies that emit more polluting gases, goods from countries outside the EU who are less strict about CO2 emissions, and non-recycled plastics packaging waste. But the idea of a new mechanism to penalise international partners who aren't so ambitious in climate change policy is risky.
The only issue about the carbon adjustment is not something that the EU can just create, unless you want a trade war with some others. It means that the carbon adjustment would be introduced carefully, making sure that the trading partners also understand it, and it's done step by step. This is a question, do you want to be Trumpian or not? I don't think we will go that way. So it will take time.
Another way for the EU to get more of its own financial resources is to gradually eliminate rebates granted to countries who contribute more into the EU pot. But in times of recession, they're unlikely to let go of those and may put up a fight.
The interesting thing is Germany that has now decided to go in favor of resources together with France. Somehow you always have the same countries that will resist, and this is the more frugal countries that see this as a way of losing the control over the budget to some extent, although the expenditures have to be agreed in unanimity. So it's a bit a fear of the long-term impact.
Anticipating a fight, the suggestion is to collect any new taxes from 2024 at the earliest, when debts might start to be paid off. Jack Parrock, Euronews, Brussels.